Late Night Health continues. I'm Mark Alyn. Have you ever thought about dropping those unwanted pounds? We all have, let's face it. We're going to talk to Barry Yarkoni, the CEO of Vinomis Laboratories, based in New Jersey. He has a brand new proven weight loss product with a little bit of exercise probably helps too. But we'll talk about that and find out about that. Barry, welcome to Late Night Health.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
Barry and I have been trying to get together, by the way, for like 6 to 7 weeks. So, you know, babies are done, holidays are over, we're together. We have a problem in the United States. We're obese. We're fat. Do you think you've got a way of making us drop some unhealthy pounds?
Well, Mark, I'm one of those people who suffers from that problem and have for pretty much my entire adult life. And you name the elixir product, potion, or program that has threatened to help with weight loss, and I've probably tried it over the years. I became the president of Vinomis Laboratories almost 10 years ago, and it's kind of been my dream since the beginning of the company to try and actually find something that works to help people lose weight. And it wasn't just because I thought it would be a really good business opportunity. It was personal. I really wanted to take off the pounds. And I've tried things, and I've tried programs, and I've tried all the things that you hear advertised. And, you know, like for most people, they either A, didn't work, or they worked for a short time and the weight came right back. And about a year ago, I read about a formula that had been, and I've been the official guinea pig for all these formulas for the company.
Oh, okay.
I read about a formula that was developed at a very interesting herbal center not far from the Sea of Galilee that is dedicated to recreating ancient Greek Arabic medicinal formulas using using various Mediterranean and Middle Eastern herbs. And what was different about this is it actually had gone through university-run clinical trials in Copenhagen, Denmark. Not just one trial, but actually 4 clinical trials. The first version went through tested a 3-a-day version, and the last 2 tested a 1-a-day version. And for those of your listeners who have tried weight loss products, they know most of these are products that, you know, even if they do work, they're very, very hard to use because you got to take it 3 times a day. You got to take it, 27.6 minutes
right
before each meal. So you forget, or the timing isn't right, and you don't lose your appetite, and it doesn't do anything for you if you don't get the timing right. So in the business, that's called compliance. If people aren't compliant with whatever the regimen is, nothing's going to work.
And,
so
of course, compliance, compliance,
yeah,
of course, is the biggest thing. A doctor says exercise. Doctor says turn your head to the right, turn your head to the left 4 times a day. Most people don't do it. It's 50% or less.
Yep. So the fact that, and so what really caught my attention was the fact that this was a 1-a-day formula. And it was really an international collaboration. This small herbal medicine center developed the original formula. It was improved by a group out of Copenhagen, Denmark, and they worked with some scientists from America and Japan to combine it with a patented Japanese ingredient that works as a time release, so that it works as a 1-a-day formula. So the compliance sort of goes away as an issue. You take 1 in the morning, and it's a set and forget. You take it once in the morning and forget about it. Then the question really becomes, okay, so all right, so it's easy, but does it work? And the clinical trials that were done at the University of Copenhagen basically showed a very consistent 1 to 1.5 pound a week weight loss without doing any kind of special exercise or dieting. That also really caught my attention.
Absolutely. So the personal question is, you've been taking this for a year. Is that 50 pounds?
Yeah, sort of on and off, because when I first started taking it, supply was an issue, and I just had a very limited sample quantity. So I've really been taking it for, full time for about 6 months, and I'm down 31 pounds.
Holy moly. That's terrific. I'm proud of you, Barry. That's great.
I actually went out and bought, for the first time in a very, very long time, I went out and I bought smaller pants.
Wow. So you are the before and the after.
Yeah. And pretty much, I'd say I'd love to tell you it's 100% of the people I've given samples to, but I'd say about half of the people I've given samples to say this stuff is amazing. It really works. And the other half say it didn't work, but it's my fault because I either didn't take it or I was traveling and I just got carried away, or it doesn't. Nothing is a magic pill.
No, it's
if they had told me it was a magic pill, I would have hung up the phone and never even looked into it some more. But all the claims that I read and all the research was very, very realistic. What it does is it takes away appetite, and it makes you feel a whole lot fuller, a whole lot faster. Now, we don't necessarily eat because we're hungry, and we don't necessarily eat because we're not full. Plenty of people, I do it myself. You eat when you're full, and you eat when you're not hungry. So if you keep doing that, then it's not going to work. But it becomes a whole lot easier to take pounds off if you're not walking around with cravings for sweets and cravings for food, and your hunger pangs are at bay. It makes it a lot easier to be a little bit more disciplined. So
One
it still
of the
requires
things,
effort.
Right, which is great. Now, there are two kinds of people in this world. It's not Republicans and Democrats. It's not black, white, yellow, green, purple, anything like that. There are people who live to eat and others eat to live. I am one of the first. I am a big foodie. I'm such a foodie. My son is a chef and is a very creative guy when it comes to putting together food. And I love to eat. If you were to say to me, "Hey, Mark, let's meet in New York City," before I book the airline tickets, before I book a hotel, I am going to think about where I'm eating. Okay?
I'm not quite at that level, but I can certainly relate to it because I like to eat good stuff. And my wife, unfortunately, for my tummy, is a very, very good cook.
Well, and then so let's talk about the product itself, and it's called VinThin, if I'm not mistaken.
VinThin.
VinThin.
VinThin. All of our company name is Vinomis, as you said, and all of our products start with Vin. That's kind of our Vindure, which is a resveratrol longevity product, our flagship product, and we also have a product called Viniprin, which is an all-natural pain relief product. That's a really terrific product. If people have pain, they should check our website. But VinThin.
By the way, everybody has pain of one form or another. So let's, the product itself is all natural.
All natural. It's basically the active ingredients are 4 herbs, 4 Middle Eastern herbs. It's lady's mantle, it's cumin seeds, it's olive leaf, and there's the time release ingredient is from the root of a Japanese plant that is the world's longest chain molecule that just makes it get absorbed. There's a very small amount of it, but it doesn't take much, and it gives about a 12 to 14 hour time release profile to the whole mixture. And these herbs basically slow down, actually speed up digestion so that you feel fuller faster, and they just make digestion more efficient so that when you eat, it takes away your hunger faster, and it also gives you feelings of fullness. There is a slight effect in terms of a thermogenic effect of speeding up the calorie burning, but that's really minor compared to the hunger reduction, and appetite reduction is really the primary mechanism.
And you said that at least one of the ingredients, olive leaf. I was thinking, I love olives, and I was at a bed and breakfast in Israel near the Sea of Galilee, and they grew their own multitude of olives. It was a wonderful experience. It's been too long. I haven't been back in a number of years, but oh my goodness, olives are really good and healthy for you.
Not only, but there's also different varieties of all these plants.
Right.
Not all of them have the profiles of active ingredients.
Right.
The biggest quantity is actually lady's mantle. And if you went around the world and harvested 30 different samples of lady's mantle, there's maybe only one or two of them that would make the cut for this product in terms of having exactly the right chemical profile to be able to accomplish what we want to accomplish in terms of the appetite reduction. So one of the things that one of the secret sauces, if you will, is it's not just which ingredients are in this product, but which specific varieties and species of those ingredients are used.
Got it. What did you do as we're coming up to our break, and we want to mention that you can go to VinThin.com, VinThin.com. I'm assuming there's links there for your other products as well.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, so, if you want to live long, Barry is actually 120 years old.
I'm not, but people consistently overestimate my age by at least 10 years.
Wow. And so the longevity. How did you get involved in this? What did you do? I mean, you've been out here in California for years and years and years, and you moved back home, basically. But
that's a funny story. I was in high tech for 45 years in Silicon Valley and in Southern California. And an old friend called me up 10 years ago and said, I'm starting a new company. I need some help. You available to help me? I said, sure. What is it? I figured he was doing a high-tech venture, and he told me I'm doing supplements. I asked him, I said, are you absolutely out of your mind? And he said, wait, before you jump to conclusions, you should read the research and try it. And I did both. And I said, when can I start? And when can I get some? And he unfortunately had some completely unrelated health issues that our products unfortunately couldn't help, and he had to kind of retire. And I ended up taking over the company and running the company since then for the last 9 years. We're still friends and we keep in touch, but he's got an unfortunate issue.
Well, if you're looking, I'm sorry for that, and our thoughts and prayers go out to him.
Yeah.
If you at home are looking to drop an average of 1.1 pound per week, that's over a pound a week, you should check out VinThin.com, VinThin.com. I have not tried it yet, so what we'll do is we'll try it. Okay, I'll try it and I'll report back.
That's great.
And the biggest thing, Barry, is that as I do go to the gym, when I remember, once or twice every year. So I do get that.
That's more often than I go. No, actually, it was funny. I was swimming every day, a huge amount, and I was feeling great, but the weight wasn't coming off. So
right.
Sometimes even that exercise doesn't necessarily help you.
This helps you go over the top. Join us at latenighthealth.com. We'll have a picture of Barry. We'll have a link to the website as well, latenighthealth.com or facebook.com/latenighthealthradio. Don't you dare go away. Barry and I return along with the insane Daryl Wayne.
Welcome to Guide to the Soul. This is Robert Clancy. Did you know that God's army of angels will always fight to deliver a message of love, light, and peace to you? Although angels don't use words to deliver their divine messages, they will always send loving thoughts. Just ask for grace with one prayer, and an angel will lovingly wrap their wings around your beautiful soul. You don't need to see an angel to know their unending love. Just know that they're there to always watch over you. Angels always win every battle against the darkness because their weapon of choice is divine light. And you create that light every time you share your smile or a kind word.
For more inspiration from Robert Clancy, visit GuideToTheSoul.com or go to the Moments with Robert page on LateNightHealth.com.
The stigma around mental health disorders and suicide is still very strong in our culture. It's an uncomfortable topic for many of us, and yet it's something we can't afford to ignore, according to Dan Shuck, the author of A Glass Half Empty or Half Full, a children's book for grown-ups. Last month, the CDC released a study that reports suicide rates went up more than 30% in half the states since 1999. A Glass Half Empty or Half Full, a children's book for grown-ups, takes a new approach to addressing mental illness. The book playfully explores pessimism versus optimism to find balance, manage stress, and enjoy life. The book uses humor to provide an opportunity to determine the fullness of our own glass and how to apply it to our daily lives. Donations from the proceeds of the book will be made to a Glass Half Question fundraising campaign for the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation. A Glass Half Empty or Half Full, a children's book for grown-ups, is available from Amazon.com, Kindle, and Barnes & Noble. For more information, visit www.glasshalfquestion.com.